thought you rage quit the channel yesterday because they had crappy music. Alright, hold on. Wait. Okay. Is everybody here? We have everybody? For those of you requesting the volume, I have it maxed. Everything's maxed. So if it's too low, that's on you. You gotta turn it up. You're mad at me and unfollowed? I don't even remember this. Wait, what happened? Put me back in, coach. I can still fight. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh no, you have so many debuffs, dude. Did you die? What happened? No. No. Okay. Ranger, I hope you're here. I hope everybody's here.
The new paradigm of Star Citizen is...
Alright, so here they're in, they're starting, spawned on the
to the surface and
planet, surface, one of the planet's surface, one of the planet's surfaces.
Basically, we're in a sort of
this is one of the new ships right here. So this ship right here is the Saber Raven. This one you can only get, so Intel partnered with Star Citizen to release a new SSD. It's like a PCI 4, PCIe 4. SSD. So if you buy one of those SSDs, you get the Raven for free with it, which is probably like a $200 ship or something like that. But yeah, I think the partnership's really good. Intel's going to do a lot of marketing and promotions for them, and I don't know all the details, but so I was joking. Okay. I figured. This is max volume, dude. I can't turn up any louder. That's it. Turn up your speakers. Turn up your speakers.
Right, let's head out.
You need to turn out your shit as loud as fuck.
Okay, so we've got a bit bigger.
Oh man. This is what the cities look like. This is gameplay. This isn't this is not a cinematic demo, by the way. My voice is
the big difference with ArcPod that we have now is that there isn't really a skybox.
What about there? Is that better?
Everything is
just turned down my voice.
Real. So, well, not real. It's
not a skybox, apparently.
It's there. It's a digital clip. So let's just head.
You can hear fucking the voice like there's in the background. All right, perfect.
Plaza of Area 18 here in ArcPod, which, like I said, you guys will have known from the social module, although it's quite a bit different than it was in terms of scope, scale. Dude. Obviously, you can see a lot of the advertising and vibe stuff. But let's head out through the customs.
So all those NPCs actually have AI as well. They're not like, as far as I know. Maybe not in this version. Eventually they will.
Clear. Move along.
Oh, I guess. Okay, never mind. They do.
Let's go.
They're all standing on top of fucking. What is going on?
So everyone's in a line. As always, if you're going anywhere to get through immigration.
Oh fuck.
Here we go. The main flying pass.
This is so Blade Runner-ish.
So, very Blade Runner-esque.
Oh, well, there you go.
So this is a Terrapin, which
Terrapin's like
again, isn't in 3.0.
This is an exploration ship. It's like a military-grade exploration ship. It's supposed to be very, very tanky.
Although I think we should probably, Glenn,
go into like combat zones, and do scans, and then get the fuck out.
The new Aurora.
Yes, this is Star Citizen. I changed my title and my my game to Star Citizen, in case you're wondering. Drunk fanboy comments on CitizenCon demo. There you go. That's what the title is right now. Hey, my daddy, sweetie. That's like a little starter ship. That's an Aurora. Just wait. Settle down, Kayla. Settle down.
Welcome to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the ride.
Settle down, Kayla.
Engines are on.
All right, let's take
off.
Let's go flying.
Otherwise, I'll tell you. I think when the game is released, because I know in 3.0 they have air traffic control. I think when the game is released,
Not sure
there's going to
we're
be
let
like.
you actually get this close to the populated areas.
Yeah, I don't think
let you
when the
guys
game
do
is.
it.
He was just saying it, I guess. Yeah, when the game's released, I don't think they're going to allow you to just fly right over fucking bridgeways like that. Whatever you're. See how it is. 20,011 income? Yeah, all right. Dude. Crazy, what's up, dude? You checking this out? As far as I know, you can actually go to any of these buildings and they're actually like populated. I don't know for sure. No, they was crazy to spite you.
What you're seeing here is ArcCorp, which is essentially a full-size, Earth-sized planet, completely covered with man-made structures,
Holy
and at a
fuck,
real
no
scale.
way.
So you're seeing everything to the horizon.
There's no way that's all
fully covered.
populated.
You can basically fly all over ArcCorp.
There's no way that's all populated. I'm hella tipsy? Alright. I'm drinking. So we're doing every time. I don't know if we're gonna see Chris Roberts wave his hands.
So you can see off in the distance another city club. So that.
I'm just gonna drink every time I'm like, wow.
Area
Oh, shit.
17,
There's another city.
and we're flying over the suburbs now. So this is pretty much Coruscant.
I just got to listen to lo-fi hip hop. I'm logging in for my daily hours. Nice, dude. Are you checking this out, crazy? This video. This is Comisil Part 2?
This is
No, this is Star Citizen, the demo they just did today.
In the Frankfurt office. Who's doing this?
5 p.m.
So, Marco Corbetta and Alex Ramati, who will be out here in a bit. And
The
actually,
fuck?
Area 17 over there.
Can they just land anywhere? Digger Prime finishes Chris Roberts' sentences? No way. What the fuck, dude? What? Did I finish his sentence? What did I do? What? How did I? What? Alright, Sergeant Challenge Positive. Okay. Dude, I haven't been able to watch it. I woke up right before I streamed and then I saw like little clips and I was like, oh my god. Oh, so
There's
and then,
activation. Hello, CitizenCon
twice now.
2947.
the fuck? They were asking me that. Oh, shit. Okay. That's funny, dude. Okay, so the guy stepping on train. I don't know. I haven't seen 95% of this demo, so this is the first time I've seen most of it. So there's got to be like just certain parts that you can go to, right? Like I've been summoned. Kayla has been summoned.
Longer term, that we're going to be building on our bigger, more populated planets.
Just saying. It's all good, Birdie Fire. It's all good. Kayla's just spicy. Kayla's spicy.
Another one, and we'd have quite a few around ArcCorp because it's such a big planet and the detail and the scale that we're going for. We sort of feel like it has to be more than just one landing zone or 2 landing zones, and
shit.
then nothing else on the rest of the planet. So it has to feel believable at the scale of our universe, and that's always quite a challenge. But some of the technology that
Damn,
we're
look at
building
this.
allowing
Fucking
us to do that, as you
detail.
can sort of see from the visuals that we're flying around here, where we literally have a planet covered by a city.
What the fuck? I don't know what for yet. Alright, Kayla. Good luck. This is just getting started. I imagine it's gonna get a little way better than this, I would think. I saw like the very beginning of this little tiny thing, and then I saw a picture of a guy on a space station looking down on the planet. And then I saw a tiny little demo of them using a tool to procedurally generate an entire city in like a couple minutes. You gotta say, he's boring. Here we go from beta, bitch. Yeah, we good. We good, Kayla. It's all good. Just spicy. Spicy! Just memeing. Lots of memes. The dank ones as well. Dude, like what? So...
Alright.
I'm just wondering how much of this you can actually
Corp is
explore.
one
Like,
of our
actually go
planets.
in.
Let's gonna head up to space, I think, here in a bit, Glad. We can have a little view of Area 17 as we go beside it, though.
I'm not the one who talked first. Ah, it's all good, dude. It's all good.
I don't think any other game's quite got this level of scale.
I want to see it just like land on a fucking building, just random building, and go in or something like that. Oh my god, dude. What? I love the trails.
Right, and that little red, the red cluster you see up there is actually the pyro system. So when we leave Stanton, that will be one of our destinations.
Well, look at that shit. Fuck.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? That deserves a drink. All right, everybody drink. Everybody drink. Are you kidding me right now? And you can
don't worry, we're working
explore,
hard on
like,
it for you guys.
District 10? This is area 18 and 17, I think, or something? Or did blow the fuck up playing this game? Yeah, by the time this game actually fully releases, hardware is going to be pushed quite a ways. And they're actually partnering with a lot of hardware developers to do that, like Intel has partnered with them for a brand new SSD.
In orbit around our
Let's give them the D.
I
love you. I love you too, Kez.
Kind of
They go inside the buildings too. I don't know if they can go inside all buildings. I'm not sure, but there's a lot of the buildings that can be explored for
space
sure.
stations in geosynchronous orbit, so that when, say, someone with a large ship like a Hull
so here's the thing.
brings in cargo,
here's the thing.
Space station,
SCD baby. Here's the thing. All those, as far as I know,
so we're just going to head to
those,
one of them. It's built using a new modular space station.
the city is not graphically generated, if that makes sense. Like, it's not like a guy created graphic assets and that's what you're looking at. You're looking at a procedurally generated city. So your computer is getting,
around the Stanton system and the other systems.
your computer has textures on it, and then it gets, you know, a number, and the algorithm generates all that shit.
We're not there's no loading.
So you're not actually loading like. Dude, so they're going outside of the atmosphere of the planet.
These huge skyscrapers, and now we're just heading up to the
orbital relay
space station.
This is a space. Okay, this is a space station. I haven't seen this. Okay, this is not like the space stations that are in the game currently. The fuck is this thing? There's some other ship on the right. Oh, it's a Starfarer on the right. Oh shit, he's hauling ass. Oh god. Okay, I thought he was gonna crash, dude. I thought he was gonna crash.
Glenn's just showing off.
I thought he was gonna crash it. Whoa, dude, look at that shit. You guys realize as a programmer how difficult what just happened is? Robbie, thanks for the follow, man. You're now a citizen of Lubrication Nation. Welcome, welcome. Dude, so they just spawned in a city, explored the city, jumped in a ship, flew around the city, left the atmosphere to a space station.
64-bit precision is like we fully.
That's where they came from.
You know, it's all there. We're up here on a space station looking down on the planet.
Wallet? Dude.
Jump? I don't know, Glenn. Should we jump or not jump? Nah, I don't think so, right?
I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah. I mean, even their PC is kind of lagging. It's probably not very optimized yet, I'd imagine. They probably have an insane PC. But again, keep him. Oh shit, he's jumping off. Oh my god, dude. Their LED tech is nuts. It is. It is fucking crazy. The technology that they've been developing is out of control. Like, they rebuilt CryEngine, now it's called Star Engine. And they rebuilt it from 32-bit positioning to 64-bit positioning. So it went from 8-kilometer maps with no load screen in CryEngine 3 to 9 trillion kilometer maps with no load screen.
Well, no, his EVA counters.
And they hired a bunch of the original devs for CryEngine 3 to rebuild it.
It's actually properly simulated all the way through, based on.
Out of this world, haha! You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch!
Right.
As long as the 401 run BDO 144 frames, there is no technology on the planet that can run BDO at 144 frames right now. There's none.
These are all,
there's none. Fact, that game is. I love BDO and I hate BDO. It's like it's built so terribly as far as optimization. It's unbelievable.
The space station didn't look that big from a while ago, and of course, see how big it is now.
Lion, what's that, dude? Number 2 mod report for Diddy.
What does number 2 work for? The atriums, we'll show you a bit of that.
Top right in the corner. I haven't done anything since. Oh, you can exclamation money shot, and if 3 people total do that, it'll do a little highlight clip. It'll pop out a little highlight replay. Let's wait till it comes out for PS4. This is never gonna release on console ever. 100% guarantee. There's no console that's gonna handle this fucking game, dude. And the controls are pretty fucking complicated for this game. You cannot play this very well with the controller. Money shot. Exclamation money shot. Okay, I'm gonna do it too. One other person. There we go. Booyah. Booyah. They said no console period. Yeah, there's no way console would be a waste. Dude, that's so fucking cool. So that's kind of like what Dr. Disrespect has. Or actually, it is the same, similar thing with Dr. Disrespect has. He has a custom one though.
Should we head to Hurston Plan or?
It's pretty rad. Yeah, dude, it's pretty cool. It's not that useful in BDO really, but it's pretty good in like PUBG or something like that. It's cool. Sick of games getting watered down because of consoles. Yeah, fuck consoles, dude. Get them out of here. Why? Like, look at how much better something like Destiny 2 could have been if they just ignored consoles.
Is that cool? No, that doesn't look very big. That's because we're sort of zoomed out on the
grabs
map.
Dude,
Lawville is 23
million kilometers away.
Whatever that is, 968, 66 now. 68 kilometers away.
So, 23 million kilometers.
So should we start? 23
million kilometers. No load screen. You can actually stop at any point. You could actually like travel yourself there while on sub. Shut, you know, Pony. Shut up, Dan. Battle Royale games in 2017. Oh man, I don't watch this. He makes me cringe on a minutely basis. Really? You gotta. So with Dr. Disrespect, you gotta get the. Wow, it looks fucking cool. You gotta get his character. That's the thing. Like, you gotta start to understand the brilliance behind his character.
The whole sort of jump effects and everything using the new GPU.
I hated Dr. Disrespect like first few times I watched him. Oh shit! Wizav, thank you for the prime sub. Let's go, baby. Give us some sub hype. Holy shit. Welcome, Lubrication Nation Agency. You are now a lube agent.
Gameplay side of things, it probably would actually
responsibilities include making sure the fine citizens of Lubrication Nation never have to go and try again.
And they'll be probably, we won't probably let you go one jump directly to the other jump because there needs to be some time invested in.
Still don't like it? Alright, fair enough, fair enough. It's not everybody's flavor.
But just a pure unaltered, uninterrupted jumps about 8 minutes at quantum speed. So while we're doing that, we're going to take a little bit of time to reflect back on the
8-minute travel on 23 million kilometers.
So Sean, you want to come to the stage? And Alex Ramati.
Doc's here is fucking brilliant. Literally touches so many funny It does, dude.
People are procedural tech.
He just acts like a cocky 80s cop asshole. He does it so well.
All right, hi there, everyone.
Oh, this is.
So,
I saw
for those
this.
that don't know me, my name is Sean
I think
Tracy.
I saw this part.
I'm the tech director of content here at Cloud Imperium Games.
This tool.
And up here on stage with me is one of the bright minds
blew my
behind
fucking
some of the
mind,
content
dude.
that you saw there.
Whoa, he's got like some hair in the front, and then
behind
what
some
is
of
with
the
his
tools,
hair, dude?
and his name's Alex Ramati. He's our lead technical artist at
What am I
Cloud
looking
Imperium Games. So,
watch replay.
figured while we're on our way to Hurston that we'd kind of show you a little bit about the tools and basically how we're going to go about filling
Sorry, this game, dude. Me too. I can't fucking
with,
wait.
You know, meaningful content and
I cannot wait
things
to
do for
play
you guys.
3.0 even.
And the way we're going to do that is through
Come
super
friends,
powerful
maybe?
tools, really talented art
I don't
teams,
know.
really powerful
Lucari hair?
hyper intelligent engineers. So we're going to have to go picture-in-picture here for a minute.
Okay, this I did see this
All
part.
right.
This is fucking insane. This is
So go ahead,
fucking
run
insane.
the tools.
This is fucking
All right, so the
insane,
first one I want to
dude.
talk a little bit about is our procedural city generator. So here, it's a top-down sort of tool that we've built.
This is
for
the
the
stuff that
artists and the
makes me believe they're
designers.
actually going to deliver this game.
And what they basically do, they draw the perimeters of all their districts.
I'm gonna shut
Now,
up.
I realize it looks a little bit about like Minesweeper or even like a SimCity kind of look, but actually that's a really nice interface to this kind of thing. So you see what he's actually done here is all the T's are little transportation districts, and all the little yellow H's are actually an elevated area. So these are different districts with different properties within them. And it's important that all those districts connect to each other because, of course, if we got NPCs living there, that's going to be an important point. Then we hit fill the city layout. And this is when all the models and everything starts to get propagated. But I should mention, it's not just models, it's particle effects, it's NPCs, it's shops, it's signs, it's all kinds of different content that really make the game for you. The other important part of it is being able to set, you know, the actual districts. So it's things like commercial, residential, industrial, and you might have heard of these before. And he sets different heights. These ones are suburban areas, or suburb areas. And this is where, you know, the NPCs will live. It'll be different habitation sort of areas. And then we hit Save City Layout, and we've got our city.
What the fuck? Right? Like, come on.
It's a really exciting tool set, and again, this comes from lots of artwork and really, really, really intelligent engineers.
One of my favorite things to say as a developer
so you can see that in the distance is our elevated
it's hard
area.
to make
We've got a
things
sort of
easy.
industrial area that's been built
And
up.
this is exactly what I'm
You've got
talking
the
about.
signs, you've got the shops.
You know how much work
and
went
you
into
could even
this
see before
tool?
when it was a little higher up that there's
Are you
transportation
kidding me?
between all of these districts, so you can still move around between, and that could be
So some
monorails,
artist that has
could be
no
roads, that could
development
be
experience can
whatever,
fucking do
you
that?
know, the artists actually come up with, or design rather, they come up with it. So as he flies around, you can see that this was more the commercial kind of area. This is where you'd find some of your shops, things like Dumpers Depot. And then over here was that sort of suburb area that he actually built up. So again, it's a really powerful tool set, but it's really only one piece of the puzzle.
Oh my god. If I actually got to play with this tool.
So the next piece of that puzzle
shit.
is building up the interiors to
Are you
this.
kidding me?
So keeping that same concept in mind, we load up a different tool set. And this one is called, we call it our layout editor.
Layout editor.
So this is our interior layout editor, and it can be used for all kinds of things. So here's our data forge editor. You might have seen this on ATV before. And this is where we set up all our real meaningful data. So these are different libraries that are used. But for the artists and designers, what they actually use is a flow graph system. And each of those boxes or nodes are actually rooms. And each of the connections are hallways or doors or elevators and things like this.
There's a huge array of randomness.
And you can see that all the rooms are connected in a certain way and in a meaningful gameplay way.
This is where it gets crazy. Is the artist can go in there and actually modify everything.
A treasure room. We
so
might
instead,
have a pickup room.
You're allowing
we might
artists
have a secret room.
to develop
there's all sorts of different properties that go within them. Once we've got that flow graph,
rather
we go
than
to our
having
editor,
a developer develop
we load
the city
that flow graph,
from an artist's
then we give
picture.
it a deterministic
The artists
seed,
themselves can actually build the
and
city.
Click OK, and the tools go ahead and build that environment for us. So now, an artist.
This is what separates.
So an artist or a designer could absolutely build this. There's no reason why they couldn't. But there's a lot to do here. So you've got to connect walls. You've got to put lights in. You've got to place NPCs. Even some kind of technical things. We've got to place atmosphere areas. We have our room system.
Every single one can be different, man.
And one of the problems with that is that it's a little prone to error. So like, oh, if I forgot my link, I didn't name it right, or whatever, or I used an art kit that the art team wasn't quite ready for, things like this. So it kind of mitigates that problem. But you can see there's very meaningful content, and we've got
that's exactly what they did. They're like, all of these things that I want to make are completely impossible. Everyone's telling me it's impossible because of current technology. So guess what? We're going to invent all the technology.
So he explores around a little bit
to make it possible. And that's what they've done. That's what they have done.
Gone through Kasaba, check that out. And the other thing about it is a lot of these sort of systems will only generate like a certain one floor. But again, if you put like a stairs node within it, we're going to get different levels. So here we load a different flow graph.
Nay to go to bed.
This one is a different procedural seed,
and
it builds up right again. So again, we can regenerate and regenerate and regenerate so many different sets of these interiors.
Is it possible that's time of the idea?
All right, so that's the second piece of the puzzle.
Yes.
And the third piece of the puzzle, and one of the more exciting ones, you want to run the next video, is integrating it into our planet ecosystems. So the ecosystems, and what happens in this video is we're changing some of the properties just off screen of the ecosystem scattering. So it actually scatters all of these assets. So again, the cities plus the interiors within them, and it integrates them seamlessly into the ArcCorp cities. So you can see there's Area 17 in the background. Kind of looks like LA with the smog. But we changed some of these different properties, and you can see the scattering happens over and over. So we're about to hit Hurston here. I'm going to go ahead and give it back over to Chris. But I really hope you guys enjoed the tools.
It's all good, Pony.
And really thank the team for working on that stuff.
It's all good, Pony. Have a good day at work, man. Sorry you have to work tomorrow. That kind of sucks. Holy shit. Lumberyard plus CryEngine integration is so fucking lit. Yeah, it is, dude. The Lumberyard thing, the fact that they use the AWS service as well is pretty awesome. So, dynamic... Whoa, that looks so fucking cool. The dynamic server loads and everything like that, as well as cloud-based worldwide ping and all that. Oh man, peace, dude. Take it easy, brother. I wish you could watch the whole thing. Maybe you can watch the VOD or something. I don't know.
Space station, looked down at ArcCorp, then quantum travel, flew through the space. We haven't done any loading. It's all in the same star system.
Don't upgrade your PCs yet, guys.
In orbit, like
this is easily 2 years from being released. I'm waiting. I'm waiting until.
Which is another planet inside the Saturn system. ArcCorp was owned by ArcCorp. And in the Saturn system, the UE
technology is going to
advance
a lot
major Earth-type planets
because
to
of
different
games
corporations.
Like this.
In this case, it's Hurston Dynamics, which primarily is a weapons manufacturer. And Hurston itself is the kind of it's the sort of planet that is what happens when there is no regulation and there's no environmental protection. So it's probably going to be like China in 100 years or America after the EPA has been dismantled. But So let's just head down, and
you
this will be
definitely
an
need an
example
SSD
of
for this game.
a different
100%.
style
New
of
SSDs
planet
are being
and,
invented for this game.
ecosystem
By
biome.
Intel.
And we're still early days on this because obviously, we're still getting
I don't know if you saw the
3.0
beginning,
out
but
views to the environment.
Intel actually partnered
and
with
the sort of
Star
procedural
Citizen.
planet
Holy
team
shit,
have
that
been
map
working
is
on
so lit.
ArcCorp and Hurston because they finished
As
all
of
their
right
3.0
now, I think it's
stuff.
like 40
and this
gigs
is
or something.
preparing for the
30
next
gigs?
major
I'm not sure.
release. All this stuff,
I know
but there's
there are
still a ways
builds
to go.
that are
So remember, all this
uncompressed are
is
about
work in progress,
250
and it'll
gigs
be
at
a lot.
least.
It'll be a lot better and cooler.
But that's
when you
also
actually get your
not the
hands
full
on it,
game.
in the future. So we're just gonna do a short distance quantum travel. So we actually we have two kinds of quantum travel in 3.0 and beyond. One is a long distance one, like the one we went between ArcCorp and Hurston, between major celestial bodies. And then we have short distance quantum travel that allows you to navigate around or circumnavate large
There's like
celestial
60
bodies.
gigs?
So like here, we're
Really?
just gonna come
Oh, that's fucking
much
cool.
closer
Okay.
up to
That's pretty cool.
the kind of sort of low orbit gateway.
Oh my
into,
god. Dude, look at this planet.
Hurston. So I'll let Glenn take us down with his consummate flying skills.
That's the difference between a game like Ark, which apparently is using way too many graphical assets, versus Star Citizen uses procedural generation with shader assets. So your computer just stores textures, and then the algorithms generate everything on your computer. It's a totally different way of doing it. You don't actually have a ship stored on your computer. You have shader textures stored on your computer, and your ship is built from an algorithm. Your city's built, the planet's built from an algorithm. All of it's just built from algorithms. Stream content would focus you download every inch of the galaxy up front. Yeah, no, so it's just textures. That's the only way it's possible. If they graphically built everything here, that's completely impossible. There's no way that would ever happen. Ever. You have to use procedural generation just to even attempt something like this. You'll keep most of the assets. Yeah, you'll keep all the textures on the client side. I was watching a long time ago how they built out some of the ships, and it's literally texture assets. It's not a ship asset. So they basically create a physics universe of algorithms that they just send to your computer, and your computer just pulls the textures that are stored in your computer and generates everything for you to visually see. And it only loads in detail. It only loads stuff that's really close to you. I mean, look at what just happened. Like, you just traveled 23 million kilometers through an actual part of a map that you could slow travel the whole way if you wanted. It would take you probably a year, maybe more. I don't even know. They did a demo. That's not a loading screen. That's actual travel that's happening. If you pass a planet or a moon, you'll see it go past you, right? And you can be pulled out of quantum travel as well. Pirates, there's going to be traps. Pirates can actually interrupt quantum travel, stuff like that. And then now you just flew down through an atmosphere onto a planet with this structures. Like, the fuck, dude? This is an alpha still too. This is only going to get way better. This is what happens to hyper No Man's Sky with those devs that know what they're doing. Yeah. So some of the algorithms were great behind No Man's Sky, but the problem was the implementation and the idea was flawed, fundamentally flawed. So they actually hired. So when No Man's Sky flopped,
the team that does all the procedural planet stuff has been adding.
They
hired
hired
a lot of
one of
stuff
the
to the
original guys that came up with the algorithm for No Man's Sky to work on the tools. So he's working on the algorithms for just the tools, not to generate an entire universe based on it.
If we get low enough, you'll probably see
that's where No Man's Sky went wrong.
Wave simulation. When we get low enough, we want to have the thing where the wake from the ship creates waves.
Randomly generated event.
That's
content.
not in yet,
Never really thought of it. No, it's not randomly. It's not randomly generated at all. This is mind blowing. That's what I'm saying. It's fucking ridiculous. Well, there's so many people that hate on this game, and it's like, dude, you've seen nothing like this game. I promise. Anybody who hates in this thing, anybody who's like freaking out, I get it.
To Lawville, which is the
I totally
main
get it.
landing
It
zone
seems
on
impossible.
Thurston.
It seems like a fucking scam. But look at this shit. This is, come on, man. I'm gonna be when 3.0 alpha comes to me. I'm a concierge. I have spent too much money on this game probably, but when it comes to me, I will be streaming it. Be ready, okay? Be ready for that shit. Ultimately, I kind of want to run a drug ring, which is a thing. You're gonna be able to make addictive drugs. Wait, what is on the planet surface? What is this? You're gonna be able to make addictive drugs that NPCs and players can actually consume and get addicted to. I don't think it's my type of game. Really? As far as people showing the game where you can just buy $40 and experience parts of it. Yeah, dude. That's the thing. That's the thing. A lube ring? Maybe. Lube up their minds. No, it's like Breaking Bad. So here's one of the most things I'm most excited about is electronic warfare. Hacking people's ships, hacking bases, hacking all stuff.
As we sort of build
that's
this
gonna be
out
part of the game.
Future, there'll be a lot more
I cannot
mining infrastructure.
I can't
This is basically an area
wait,
that
dude.
Hurst sort of strip mine for all the minerals and
generated like
creating its weapons. And
yeah, no, I got
that
you,
we'll
buddy.
see. We'll get to it in a bit.
Yeah.
But
so if
as we
1,000
move
people
forward,
come to the same planet in the Star Citizen, it's procedurally generated. But it's not random, right?
Objects.
And if something gets destroyed, all 1,000
like,
players see it as destroyed. It's
It's
persistent damage to things, persistent changes to things as well.
Give it a lot more variety, because Thurston's going to have quite a few more ecosystems than we're showing right here. But let's head up towards.
This is crazy. I haven't seen this.
Thurston, you can actually see in the distance the big Thurston
possible.
dynamic.
Yeah.
It's sort of like the
Nobody thought
Tyrell
this stuff was
building from
possible
Blade
to
Runner.
do.
So that's the main.
Nobody thought this stuff
area.
was
And actually,
possible
when you
to
land
do.
in Hurston, that's where you're likely to
So
land. And it
Chris
has all
Roberts
these
was just like,
beautiful,
I have a dream.
Shops inside, and it's all nice, but the outside.
Let's see if
it's
people
all
have the same dream.
kind
Let's
of
see if they want to put their
factories and
wallets behind it, and that's what
polluted
people have
air.
been doing.
So let's fly up.
Because the gaming industry has been just pumping out the same garbage, shitty, fucking buggy games over and over again, and people are sick of it.
But it's using the
So
same
even
sort
if
of
this fails,
distribution tech
at
that
least
we
there
do,
was hope. At
to-
least there was a
to
someone
sort of
tried.
build out a city at a
You know?
realistic scale.
Someone fucking
for the,
gave a
for the
shit
ships that
for
we have in
once.
the game, so,
We
you know,
prior-
which is
prior
kind of
smuggler,
important for our
MS
game.
drugger.
We
Yeah,
wanna
there
have
you go.
everything feel real, visceral, tactile.
Oh shit. So I'm tempted to get the science vessel. There's a science ship. It's pretty dynamic. I kind of want to get that.
And you can sort of
then
appreciate just the sheer
engineer
scale of these planets.
illegal
because,
narcotics,
you know, off in the distance,
disguised as other
big,
stuff, and then
now we're
smuggle
flying
it.
through
Oh
it.
shit! What?
And yeah,
Those are ships right there.
Yeah, these are pretty tall, big buildings.
Oh my god. I don't know. I have a meth lab ship. Yeah, dude. Obviously, Activision, Rockstar, everything. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The whole reason that I'm so behind this succeeding, and I really hope that it does, is because I'm so over most of the gaming industry right now, and have been for about 5 years. Diablo 3, Blizzard tanking. Blizzard used to say the same shit
Glenn likes to
that
show
Star
off.
Citizen says. Star Citizen says it's done when it's done. Right? It's done when it's done. If it's not done, we're not releasing it. We're gonna take extra time if we need to. That's what Blizzard used to do, and that's why they used to put out the best games, or really, really, really amazing games.
So let's sort of.
And then
head to
Activision
the,
got involved and
outskirts,
fucked it all up, and
outside
everything
the city.
became
You wanna
about
sort of give
money
you a
instead
sense
of love of the game.
This
isn't about
what
money.
it's like in the
This is about the
ecosystems
passion of the
outside,
game.
and then also the sense of scale that you get.
And
'cause,
everybody's
when you're
lost
flying
that.
around, you're moving
They're
pretty
just looking
fast,
at the
and we're
quick
flying
buck.
at, pretty.
Will you name your gang? I don't know.
Like you
I don't
fly
know yet.
around.
We'll find out.
Say Frankfurt at this speed.
It's
Just
a
a little
pretty
bit.
in-depth spaceship exploration.
But to give you the sense of
Oh
being
yeah,
able to,
dude.
you know,
This is
fly over the
just.
planet and then get down
This
on the
is only a
ground.
little
It's
part
all
of the
seamless
game,
and also all the
honestly.
details. So we'll just go out here beyond
The planet side too.
the main city
Yeah,
areas
there's gonna be
and,
tanks. They've already
find a
released
landing
rovers.
spot.
They've released full planetary combat. The ship. You aren't a ship in this game. You are a player that's on a ship. Gonna join your gang? Probably. I don't know. We'll find. We'll see. I don't know exactly how all of it's gonna work out. Also, inside the game, there's going to be esports. So when you're on like a long quantum travel or something, you can actually jump in a simulator and do FPS combat or dogfighting combat or race.
There you go.
A simulated one, which you can do in the game currently, but you'll be able to, it'll be considered esports, and the esport will actually be broadcast. There's news vans in this game as well that players can actually buy and go around and record battles and shit and broadcast it in the game to other players and streaming on Twitch or whatever. And since it's an Amazon engine, it's the Lumberyard engine, Twitch is integrated into the game.
So here we are, we're down on the ground, and actually you can sort of see the large.
So there will be people that all they do is esports in Star
so
System,
and
that's what their fame is.
Really
and they get paid from that.
Massive.
They don't even do any of this. Like, there's gonna be people that don't even do any of this right here. All they do is play esports. I was just fighting the air soldier storming and fucking stations while tanks were. Oh, dude, yeah, that's 100%. That's gonna be a thing. In the last demo they did,
again, this is sort of what our goal is to try to kind of
that
deliver
happened. They had two capital ships with fighters and everything fighting each other on in space.
That you're in, but you know, doing a lot of.
They launched fighters and they had a straight up fight
on a planetary scale. So it's quite challenging, but I'm very confident that
literally
we're
Star Wars,
deliver all that goal and
without
the
Force though, as far as I know.
A lot of them were here giving a talk earlier. Incredibly
talented. Work with us, yeah, dude, this is the kind of company you want to be a part of. Like,
I mean, we've got a lot to
they
go
have
in terms of
passion. It makes you want to do things. I would serve coffee for these guys.
There's a sense of wildlife.
You know, like I don't care. I would. This is something I just want to be a part of, regardless.
But, we essentially want to make these planets living places that feel visceral, that have their own identity. You know, when you go to ArcCorp or you go to Hurston, they feel totally different. They match with the story and the history.
Skeptical of this game for a long
they feel tactile. They feel like
time. I just ignored everything people told me. They're like, Thursdays, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm tired of hearing this fucking game. And then, it's like most other games, I'm just tired of hearing of it. Destiny 2 or whatever fucking game. Just like, all right, I'm not spending money on this shit.
Closer into the city.
And then I started researching this game more and more, and people convinced me more and more. And then once I saw some of the stuff, and this was like years ago, 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, some of the stuff that they were doing back then, I was like, what the fuck? I never even thought that this was gonna happen. Like, what's happening right now that I'm watching? I didn't even think this was ever possible, even after I backed the game. Because originally they never promised this right here. Originally, all they promised was a planet, you'd fly around in space, you could go to designated landing zones on a planet, and that was it. They never said you'd have a fully explorable planet. They never promised it. They've over-delivered on pretty much every single thing
down on the ground, and it's pretty huge.
Oh shit!
All right, let's see if
they were literally like, "That's not going to be possible," and then some technology came out with procedural generation.
Showing
like,
off now.
Fuck, we're going to do this now. So you can fly all over this entire planet, land anywhere you want, explore, run around, whatever you want to do. There's shit everywhere. Ugh, okay. I'm getting too hyped up. I'm sorry.
It's just a show-off, Clyde.
It's good. It's a concept of full in. Hell yeah, dude. So follow its progress because I normally don't like. Just look. Just go on the Reddit.
Show off.
Just go on the. Just look at the Star Citizen Reddit.
Here we're sort of coming to the outskirts of one of the city, the factory areas of Lawville.
I'll link it in chat. Hold on. Here's the Star Citizen Reddit. Just take a look at that once a week or something, or once a month or whatever.
Right.
They do weekly videos with updates on everything they're working on. They keep, because the publisher is essentially all the players.
And again, we just have the beginnings of sort of our NPC population.
Everybody up to date.
Some of the other stuff besides
they're
the
very,
interior
very
procedural stuff is, longer term we're working on sort of a background crowd simulation system, a traffic simulation for ships coming and going in the background.
There's no way that was...
The Nox says it sounds a little physics bugs going on.
Oh, okay.
Then we have foreground NPCs.
That's not a very...
like mission givers.
What was that, like a combat drop of a Nox? Like what the...
But all the places will get populated and feel like they're full of life. So you'll have like I said, the whole goal is to have 90% NPCs to 10% players in the universe. And when you come to a place
Yeah, that's
like
right. So that's how they're
Lawville, a
gonna
place like
balance.
ArcCorp, it has to feel like it has millions of people in it, because these cities are of that scale, and that's sort of what we're used to. And so we're working very hard to build background systems to be able to do that, scale it, create them on demand, and create a realistic feeling location on whatever planet you're visiting. So as you can see, there's the Hurston Dynamics main building off in the distance. So it's again, that gives you a sense of like the scope and the scale of the city really is compared to what we're doing now.
The like train railway or something.
And as I said, one of the things we're working on is fauna. So
all right, that's not gameplay.
So these are the Oni, the Zyphopods, Oni crabs. So they're little scavengers on Hurston, and there's quite a few other things that we're going to have on Hurston. We'll do it.
I know, right, dude?
But
this is the closest in our lifetime we're going to get.
You'll have them running around and a bunch of other ones. But there you go. There's Lawville. There's Hurston.
Is that it? Oh wait. Oops. Chris Roberts put his hands together. You got to drink. Got to drink, guys.
So that's the sort of preview of where we're going, and you can see the amount of attention to detail and the amount of love and hard work that's going in from the team to do that, because we really want to build out the universe of Star Citizen to the level that matches the vision of us and you guys, plus all the amazing concept art that everyone's done. So people can say, no, you can't. That's crazy to do that. Well, our goal is to actually do it.